You got it. You have to show me how you did that. We are in Denmark at the Blomster. It's pretty cool here. Very green, very wet. Look at this old building. It's got like a thatch roof. We're at the Blomster in Denmark. Okay, we're in the small town of Voring at the market. The church is right behind me there. They're digging a hole. There's all this equipment. A New Holland. That thing's locked up and back.
Farmer's driveway.
It's like a really old town.
It's because
Private way.
when the road up,
It's not English.
everybody was going that way.
Because all my friends want pictures of the church.
Not for that, yeah.
Very interesting little town. Oh, we're going into the church. The church in Voring. We're gonna go inside and check it out. But look at this first. I can almost bump my head walking in. I thought the Danes were supposed to be tall. Maybe back when this church was built, they weren't that tall. But you can see it's a very old church. Rock walls. Floors very green.
Mom said that when you come into the church, there was a little alcove where the men used to put their weapons. But before they could come into the church, they would have to put their weapons
It's called the weapon house. Yeah, this is.
Yeah, right here. Oh, the place.
People used to hang their guns in here.
Yeah, this is the weapons room.
The weapons room.
Yeah.
That's why I feel so at home here.
I'm going to take one of these. Viborg. Oh, the plane.
Okay. Now we're getting into the good stuff, the naked lady statues. We're still in Denmark. We're in a town called Viborg. And this is the church. Grounds we're at here. Pretty interesting. We'll dive into it nice and deep and take a look and see. We were just at the church over there in Voring, which Voring is a much smaller town than Viborg. And that church in Voring, I got to talking to the pastor, and he said that church was from 1100. It was originally a Catholic church and then turned into 1170. Then it turned into a Lutheran church. And I learned, he taught me a lot about the difference between a Lutheran and a Catholic. I guess the Lutherans, the Lutherans don't recognize the Pope. I'm kind of starting to figure something out here. That original granite block construction we see on this church here, they're doing some renovation, but the original granite was done in 1120. Very old church. But we're gonna go find something to eat somewhere down here. It's got some pretty cool.
There goes the mommy.
Oh, you'll recognize the cobblestones. I'm really digging these cobblestones. Very different than the churches in Poland. Not as ornate, not as much gold. It's like they're the show-offs there. Here they're a lot more subdued. I mean, granted, this is a very big church, and it's grandiose. Wow. I mean, it's pretty grandiose, but not crazy like the ones there in Poland. I have no idea what's down there. The basement of the church. Motivika? Cream horn, perhaps? We got a nice brass menorah. Lots of really cool old stuff here. What does Whitney think?
It's stunning.
It's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
I love cobblestones. These places were built in the 1700s. And the cool 1500s, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm a
but
couple hundred years
Walk
off.
in there.
She always took us down here.
But that was
like we were
the-
supposed to get really excited about.
That's where you walk. Very, very close.
Whitney, let me get you over here in the old town.
And I do fit in here. I
Barely.
don't fit in here really good, but I fit in here.
You could do it.
Get up there and sit. And a lot of these are all still lived in. Okay.
And people still live in these. So that's what Janie says.
Pretty much see the bathroom right here.
Look at these little doors.
I know where one is.
And that's where the
used
trolls
it.
live down there.
It's at the end of the street. Yeah, I mean, they split off. I went in the church real quick and I asked them where the restaurants were. And
Viborg.
I thought it was Matthias Gavin. It said Matthias Gavin because, oh, I go, is it Matthias Gavin?